So we're still with Adam. This time he's going to show us his wonderful chain rings.
Still with Adam. So
no, it's good. I'm quite happy to be here, Adam. Don't worry.
In the industry also, chain rings shifting problems in the front is a major thing, and what we decided to do is do things differently. In the market, basically 90% of the chain rings are what's called a machined chain ring, CNC chain ring. We are not CNCing our rings. What we do is a cold forge process. So we go from a raw plate material, in this case it's 7075 T6 heat treated, in one shot. We forged all the shaping of the teeth, all the profiles, and much of the shifting features.
They are wonderful profiles.
So
look at that.
So what you see here is what 1,000 tons looks like when it hits the metal and squishes it out. So all you see here are the teeth being made, but that's called flashing. So the metal squirts out.
Yeah.
And so the primary reason we forge is to get these very, very complex tooth profiles in order to move that chain really fast between big ring and small ring. The added benefit of the forging process is actually what most people associate with forging is in this application you get a tougher and you get a harder tooth, gets you a more durable tooth that lasts longer, so it holds that very complex shape for a longer period of time.
And you told me the magic secret earlier. You told me it's basically you change the fluid dimensions of the material.
Cold forging, the major thing about cold forging is it's a very resource intense project, and you are physically changing the characteristics of the aluminum when you cold forge. You are aligning the grain in the aluminum into the areas that you want and the actual locations that you want. So you're creating that tougher tooth. So it's very much like wood. You know, wood has grain too. And so when we hit the aluminum, all of that aluminum lines up the grain, and you create that tougher, harder tooth. So the only other person in the industry is Shimano.
So you and Shimano, the only people who could do this.
They do, exactly, but here's the difference. Shimano makes their rings for their cranks, and they don't make it for anybody else.
No.
So what we decided to do is offer a whole line of cold forged ring sets that are great upgrade ring sets and replacement sets for people that are on, let's say, SRAM drivetrains, FSA, rotor, Sagino, specialized chain rings, Cannondale chain rings. Those are all CNC chain rings. Strong Light, Specialty TA. They're all just CNC. So mechanics and dealers have never had this tool before where a customer comes in and says, everything's great, but my front shifting is just not spot on. They now have a tool to turn to their customer and say, we got something for you that's going to get your shifting quality up way higher. So something a little bit extra trick to put on your bike. You got it, exactly. It's 10 and 11 speed compatible, so it works great with the Campy chain lines, and also the actual new 11 speed Durace they work great with. Pretty much all you need is a traditional 110 BCD 5-arm crank or a 130 BCD. And we will be launching some Campy BCD chain rings later this year. We're just small and getting started. Give us some time. And you're based in America? Yeah, we're in Santa Cruz, California is where we do the majority of our engineering. It's a bit sunnier there. You got it, yeah. There you are, I see. Excellent. Well, thanks ever so much, Adam. That's brilliant. Thanks so much for having me.